Happy New Year's, everybody. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to share a few of my little things that's happened over the past couple of days with you guys. And at the end of the video, I'm going to share my thoughts on 2021 and share with you my word for 2021. So please, if you're new to my channel, I usually do cooking videos. This one just happens to be a little different. But go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, and give me a thumbs up. And the best way you can help me is to share my videos. So I'm going to take you on, this is like 2 or 3 days worth of just little small snippets. And then I'm going to come back and talk to you at the end. So thank you for watching the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Hey guys, and welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm sure you can tell by the way I'm dressed and the fact that I haven't even combed my hair that it is a farm day. So yes, we are going to set up chicken houses. It's early morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I have laid out, I just went out on the porch and got out my pork loin for tomorrow. Today is December 31st. Tomorrow's New Year's. I'm laying it out so after we're done at the farm, I can get this marinating for tomorrow's meal. I'm going to show you something outside real quick. Santa Claus is still coming. Good morning. Santa Claus is still coming. I didn't know where I was going to get collard greens.
7:30 in the morning.
I didn't know where I was going to get collard greens because I figured all the stores are going to be out of them. And I was thinking about going to the farmer's market. But hang on, let me show you something real quick. Okay, guys, I want you to look at this. Santa Claus came and brought me a ton of collard greens. Look at this. Look. I want you to look at those collard greens. Oh, my goodness. I've got my work cut out for me. So, yep, we will definitely be having collards. A gentleman in our church went and picked these for us and brought them to us, and I am so grateful because it just wouldn't be New Year's without collards. Okay guys, this is why I don't comb my hair. It's because I put a bandana on to keep the dust and stuff from like really getting in my hair. And I mean, I still wash my hair, but anyway. So, y'all, I want you to stay tuned till the end of this video because I'm going to share my word for the year and why I want that to be my word and your word for year 2021. But before we do that, we got to set up houses. So, while we're setting up houses, I wanted to go back and show you guys some footage that I videoed the other day. We had kind of a blessing, and I wanted to share that with you. So while we're setting up the houses, I'm going to show you that footage. Good morning, y'all. We are on, well, right now we're at the chicken houses. We're cutting on fans because in the next day or so, we're going to have to be setting up for our new flock of chickens. And so that's coming up. And so we're over here turning fans on, or Bryant is. I'm sitting in the car. It's cold outside. It's actually not as cold as it has been, but it's still cold to me. But anyway, we are on the way to our lawyer's office. Yeah, nothing bad. It's actually really good. When we first moved home and built our chicken houses, there's actually a piece of property that joins the farm that would be very instrumental and helpful to us if we ever wanted to expand, or it's just a good piece of property for us to have. Bryant called the man when we first moved home and we started building the chicken houses, and he was not interested in selling it at the time, which we totally understand, and that was fine. So fast forward 4 years, out of the blue, a gentleman that knows us, it's also kin to this man who owns the land. It's his nephew. He called us and said his uncle was interested in selling and would we be interested in purchasing. So this is a piece of property that we prayed for when we first moved home, and it was fine that it didn't happen. I mean, it was they don't do anything on that property. I mean, it wasn't a problem. But it was just a piece of property we would love to have had. And so we prayed over it and said, Lord, if it's ever your will, let it come to fruition. Well, just out of the blue, last week or a week before, the nephew called and said, would we be interested in purchasing it? And we were like, yes. And so that we are on our way to the lawyer's office for the closing on this piece of property that we've prayed for. And in God's timing, he delivered. So when we get home, I've got a lot to do. I kind of wanted to start putting Christmas away. I think I may leave my tree up a little bit longer, but I wanted to start getting some other of the Christmas stuff put away. And I need to go buy some tubs. I need to run some errands. I need to get groceries. I've made me a filming and meal list. So I need to go buy some groceries. And anyway, maybe we'll show you, if we have time later today, we'll show you this piece of property. Okay, y'all, so my house has not recovered from Christmas. I mean, we have stuff everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, it's just not recovered at all. And I need to start taking the Christmas stuff down. I think I'm going to leave my tree for just a little bit longer. But everything else I'm going to start taking down. And we're getting ready to start the remodel in the kitchen area. And we're also going to be tearing out this wall right here into the living room. So I really need to use this time as a great time to declutter, to organize. Because when we moved home, I don't know if you know our story, but when we moved home, Bryant was not in a good frame of mind. He was very anxious about the move. He was leaving a church that he loved. He was coming home to where he knew nobody, and he was just, and so we just threw things in boxes, and we still have boxes that we haven't unpacked. And not to mention that we have, a lot of my mom's antiques, knickknacks, and stuff. So now is a great time for us to declutter and organize. So in the comments below, leave me your tips on organization. Do you use, besides tubs and trash bags? We all know that. But what's your system for organizing? I'm actually going to take a course on organizing. And I'm going to sign up for that. And I'm going to take that course. But y'all leave me your tips and strategies on how, I'll get sidetracked. I'll get something from this room to take to another room, and I'll get in that room and totally lose my mind and forget what I was doing. So tell me what you do. Leave that in the comments. Tell me your tips and strategies on organizing and decluttering. Okay, guys, I've taken everything down of Christmas except the tree and the buffet decorations. I did take the nativity scene down, and the only other thing I have left, well, I do need to take my Merry Christmas sign down, and then the mantle. But everywhere else in the house, all the Christmas has been taken down. I'm going to leave this up until tomorrow. I've just laid all my Christmas stuff on the guest bed, and so when I take all this down tomorrow, I will pack it all up at one time and get ready for the new year. I thought I would show you my year-round Christmas tree. I'm starting to get it ready for Valentine's. I don't have a lot. The only thing I have is this little pom-pom garland. And I took off my Christmas tree, my chandelier ornaments that I had white ribbons on and red ribbons on. So that's all I have on here. Right now I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby tonight to look for a bow, to make me a bow for the top. I've ordered some pink fairy lights to go on, and I may have to take everything off. I was just kind of playing around today, but that's as far as I've gotten now. So I've ordered some pink fairy lights, and I've ordered some pink and white and silver, pink, red, white, and maybe silver heart ornaments to hang. And then I want Judah to make some hearts to go on here. And so we may have to take everything off to put the lights on. And I don't know if both sets of lights are going to work. I wanted to leave these on because I just didn't want to take them off. So we'll see. I may end up taking them off. I won't know till we get it going. Y'all, here is my Christmas, all on my guest bed. Here's our end of 2020 junk food haul. There is some cornmeal in there. Everything else is pretty much junk food. Okay guys, I wanted to show you the land, but today's just been a rainy, wet, messy day, and I'll have to show you that at another time. Today is New Year's Eve. We are going to go over to Caroline and Jamie's house, and Jamie's parents are in, and we're going to have just wings and pizza with them.
Tell them our connection to Jamie's parents. I'm eating some Pringles, by the way.
I just showed you our junk food haul, and we couldn't even get out of the parking lot of the grocery store before he was getting into the Pringles.
It's okay. They're mine. It's okay.
I got some chips and dip and ice cream. And stuff for dessert tomorrow.
So no fat comments, please.
Yeah, no, please no fat comments. It's the end of 2020. I believe we've earned it. But you might want to turn your lights on. Anyway, so we're going over there. Oh, he wanted me to tell you the connection. Jamie went to the first church we pastored. He was a little boy when we went there. He was 7. No, Caroline was 7.
He was 9 years old.
He was 10. Because he's 3 years older than Caroline.
She was 6 when we got there.
Okay. Anyway, he was either 9 or 10 when we got there. And so his parents were in our church, and his dad served on the board, and so they became really, mom was the treasurer of the church. They became really good friends. Yeah. And Caroline just thought Jamie was it from age 7, and she was age 7. Yeah. So anyway, but they eventually got together and married, and so we've been friends with them for a long time.
And now they're our in-laws.
And now, yeah, now they're family.
Hey, do you guys know the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Wait for it. Outlaws are wanted.
Wah, wah. Anyway, so we're going over there. But I'll video a little bit of that because I want you to see my Judabug and my Levi. But stay tuned, because after that, and this won't upload till New Year's Day, so Happy New Year's. I want to share with you my word that I have prayed over and for 2021. And Bryant kind of has a theme for the church, because the church has been hit hard.
Not just our church.
Not just, I mean, the church at large. All churches have been hit hard with this COVID mess.
They're at half capacities.
And
not because of restrictions, but because people just showing up, you know.
And we need the church to reconnect. So that Bryant's theme for our church.
Rebuild.
Reconnect.
Rebuild 2021.
Okay, he's changed it. Last night it was reconnect. Anyway, so rebuild 2021. And so that's kind of the theme for our church. But I have a theme for me personally, and I want to share it with you guys. And I'll share it with you after all the festivities tonight. And but I have a word that the Lord has really laid on my heart, and I want to share it with you. So don't go anywhere.
Baking?
Huh?
Baking?
Baking, cooking? No.
Sure. No.
So don't go anywhere. I'm going to share with you some of the festivities of tonight, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about my word for 2021.
Judy, what you got?
It won't send the long one.
How much sugar is in ketchup?
I just want the drum.
So is everybody good with mild beans?
Yeah.
I didn't ask. I just told her. I'm sorry. I just thought it'd be easier.
Brent is mild. I usually do something medium, but there's Texas beef.
Quick.
Yes, I just got
And I thought about making sausage balls with that.
easy with this stuff though. Because like
Because I want to do dirty keto. I don't want to do like strict.
yeah, I did dirty keto. I did what's considered dirty keto.
I need whatever's gonna let me lose the most weight by April.
But you
Well,
gotta be
actually by
careful
March.
with like the carb-free bread and the carb-free and stuff. They're still technically.
Well, hello guys, and Happy New Year. I just wanted to take a minute and share with you my word and my thoughts for the new year. Hang on. Something's boiling. No, it's not. No, it's not. I thought something was boiling over on the stove, but it's not. I want to share with you my thoughts on 2021. Now, we probably all have our own personal thoughts of 2020. It brought many hectic, crazy things I have never seen in my 49 years of living, things I never thought I would see. I never thought I would go through my life and the day happened when everybody wore masks and that you thought that was normal. I never thought I would ever see that day. I never thought I would see the day where people were afraid to gather with family. I never thought I would see the day when, and there's so many things that 2020 brought. I mean, you had political unrest, you had racial unrest, you had all these things that took place. But if you look hard enough, there has been a silver lining to 2020 at some point in some time. I want to share with you my word that I am going to ingrain in my life for the year 2021. I think year 2020 has taught me that the things I thought were important really aren't all that important. And the things I have neglected and taken for granted are probably the important things. So the word I want to leave with you for 2021, or to leave with you today to begin your 2021, is faithful. Faithful. And this has a twofold. I want you to look at this in two different ways. One, the Lord has always been faithful. No matter how deep your valley has been, no matter in those times that you thought, Lord, where are you? Get me out of this. Why are you allowing this? Lord, help. Even in those times, He has been faithful. He has never left us alone. He promises He will be with us always. And He always has. Even in our darkest trials and tribulations. Sorry, I'm a crier. Forgive me. So anyway, He has been faithful. There is a song I want you guys to Google. If you don't, I'll try to leave the link for a video to it in my description. But if you don't like contemporary Christian music, that's fine. Just Google the lyrics to this song, The Goodness of God. I want you to listen to that song. The chorus says, "And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I have," something like, and I'll be singing about the goodness of God. So if you get a chance, listen to that song. The bridge to the song says, your goodness is running after me. And I look back over my life, all 49 years, and I see his goodness chasing after me. And he has always tried to be good to me. And yes, I've experienced death. Yes, I've experienced loss of loved ones. Yes, I have experienced heartbreak. But that does not mean my God has not been faithful. You know, death entered this world not because that was God's intention. God's intention was for man to live forever, but sin got involved. And therefore death. So we're all are going to experience death at some point in time. And so I don't want you to think that I'm saying he's faithful and nothing bad is ever going to happen, because that does happen. That's part of life. That's part of the sin nature that we as humans brought into this world. And but God has always, always, always been faithful. He has never had even the inkling of a moment of being unfaithful. He's always been faithful. So that's the first way I want you to look at faithful, how faithful God is. Even in the midst of trouble, he is faithful. And he is good. He never quits being good, ever. And so the second way I want you to look at the word faithful is inward. Am I faithful to him? Am I faithful to the Lord? And I am making a commitment in the year 2021 that I will be found faithful. There's been many times I have not. I have neglected him time and time again. Even after he showed up and did something wonderful for me, I would be all on go, and then suddenly life happens and I begin to neglect my walk with him. And I don't mean I turn my back on him. I just mean that I've become complacent and I quit cultivating that relationship. You know, just like Bryant and I are so close, I can tell you his thoughts. I can sometimes finish his sentences. I can tell when something is bothering him, even when he has a smile on his face. I know my husband that well, and he knows me that well. But that's came through years of us cultivating our marriage. That has become because I'm intentional to listen to him and he's intentional to listen to me. And I want to know my husband. And so therefore, I want to know my Heavenly Father's heart the way I know my husband's. I want to cultivate that relationship. I want to be so in tune with my Heavenly Father that I know exactly what he would do, what he would want me to do. And that comes through prayer, through Bible reading, through thinking about him. I'm not making a commitment to read so many chapters a day, every single day. I'm not going to make that commitment because I fail at that always. But I am making a commitment that I will do my best to read my Bible. I will do my best to spend time in prayer with him. I will do my best. And I am going to be intentional about thinking about the Lord and what he would want and getting to know him. And the way you get to know him is through his word. And so I think if I shift my thoughts into, because you know when you make a commitment to reading the Bible so many chapters a day, it becomes it becomes a checkoff list. And it doesn't become because I want to know him. It's just, I got to read. And I don't want it to lose the importance it has. I think if I shift my thoughts that I'm going to focus on the Lord, that I want to know him more, that I want to be found faithful, then it will cause me to read my Bible more. So that is my word for you. I want you to be found faithful. I want you to be a faithful spouse. I want you to be a faithful mother. I want you to be a faithful child of God. And I think if the church rises up and we quit being complacent and we quit being scared of everything the news says, if we would rise up and decide, I am going to be found faithful, there is no telling what 2021 can bring us. And it wouldn't be 2021 bringing us anything. It would be what we bring to 2021. So, let's be found faithful. That's my word for you this year in 2021. Faithful. We are going to be found faithful because He is always faithful to us. So, there you go. There's my little preaching sermon for today. Yes, the pastor's wife can preach too. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have the most amazing year. Let's put this other year behind us. Let's not think about it and let's not dwell on it. Let's look forward to what God has in store and what we can do through Him, or what He can do through His faithful people. If we are found faithful, He can accomplish many, many things. And we have a lot to offer 2021. So thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. I love you guys so much. You are my family and I love you. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.